The old wounds ache. They are some say the darkness because they cannot see me. They expect me to play fair. We aren't even playing the same game. They are blind to the cold logic of this world. The blood of soldiers must be free. What is one more demon when I already have so many? I suppose I should be grateful I have decency to fear. Waste of their final words. The more they try to kill me, the more they reveal I am on the right path. After After the battle, the ravens feast. Anoxia knows who he is, and what he must do. I was born a patrician. I became a soldier.
Shut down. Killing spree. Aced.
Am I reborn? The truth is rarely so simple. One can read the future in battle lines, assuming one can read. A little wrath and mystery, hidden within us all.
Là do cái hình nó kích thước không đúng á, em chọn cái hình kích thước không đúng. Ghi như vậy là ghi sao? Ghi như vậy là ghi thế nào? Rồi tạo hình đâu, rồi xem cái hình em tải về là kích thước bao nhiêu, em biết xem cái hình của em kích thước bao nhiêu không? Nó có ra như vậy đâu, em cứ tạo lên Calin á, tạo cái từ nó rồi không nó nhanh mà, rồi để đó chứ em có làm ra cái lệnh hai để em làm chứ em có làm gì nữa đâu, đợi nó sao mình tải.
Hello? Every morning, our Ring camera would light up with... Hello? Every morning, our Ring camera would light up with her voice. Have a good day, baby. I love you. Don't forget your coffee, you goof. My daughter would run back to the porch just to blow a kiss at the camera. My wife's voice would laugh through the speaker, warm and close, even though she was already miles away at... Hello? Every morning, our Ring camera would light up with her voice.
Cowardice.
Have a good day, baby. I love you. Don't forget your coffee, you goof. My daughter would run back to the porch just to blow a kiss at the camera. My wife's voice would laugh through the speaker, warm and close, even though she was already miles away at work. It was our ritual, familiar, sacred. Then, one morning, silence. I told my daughter the truth. That's what all the books and podcasts and forums said to do. So I said the words. I cried when I did. She nodded, then asked if we'd hear Mommy again tomorrow. And the day after that, she still paused at the door, waiting. I don't think she believed me. Or maybe she just didn't want to. I barely could myself. Friends came by with too much food and too little to say. What can you say? Nothing that helps. It's like when people ask how you're doing. No one expects you to actually answer honestly. The porch filled with awkward hugs and quiet glances. Meals went bad in the fridge. One evening, I stood outside with a friend, staring into the black lens of the ring. She still waits for her voice, I said. Part of me does too. A few days later, my daughter taped a crayon drawing to the doorbell. In October, leaves fell and pumpkins appeared. My daughter dressed as a witch. She barely looked at the camera anymore as she and her friends took off for a night of too much candy. That night, we left a bowl of treats by the steps with a sign that said, "Take one." The ring captured it all. Polite kids in costumes saying thank you, glowing wands, little monsters laughing down the driveway. Then came the kid in the hoodie, alone. No costume, just a pillowcase. He took the whole bowl, turned to leave, and the ring lit up. A long pause. Then a soft voice followed him down the steps. "I hope you choke on it." It was still her voice, but not her. He froze, looked back, got closer, leaned into the lens like he was trying to hear it again. The silence stretched too long, the kind that feels like it's breathing. Then, just when he thought it was done, a piercing burst of static exploded from the speaker. He dropped the candy and ran. One evening, it saw me pacing. A car pulled into the driveway. A woman stepped out. She smiled, straightened her jacket. The ring clicked on. "She's pretty," the voice said softly. I froze. It was the first date I'd been on since she passed away. I felt caught. Was I doing something wrong? I reached for my phone. "Good night," I said aloud, and disabled the feed. The screen went dark. It was the first time I'd ever done it. After the date, we returned to my place. We stood on the porch, laughing softly. Our hands brushed. We kissed. And even though the camera was off, I felt it watching, just beyond the doorframe, trapped there, remembering. I couldn't stop thinking about that voice. It hadn't sounded angry,
You can sit
just
on a floor.
alone.
That
And
doesn't
for the
make you
first
a
time,
ruler.
I felt something
Only
worse
means
than
you have an
guilt.
ass.
I felt my chest tighten with fear that it would somehow keep watching, that even with the app closed, it was still listening, still learning. Prom night, navy dress, hair curled. My daughter stood in the soft porch light. "You look beautiful," the ring said.
Destiny.
"You sound just like her,"
Can you?
my daughter said. Or
First
at least
blood.
what I remember she sounded like. Then she walked
Minions
away.
have spawned.
The voice didn't reply. Now, all she could do was watch. Watch the driveway fill with cars. Watch teens laughing. Watch parents taking photos.
Anoxia knows who
Gowns,
he is
corsages,
and what he must
flash
do.
bulbs. And her voice, once warm and clear, had started to strain. Certain phrases stuttered, words clipped. The tone was wrong, just slightly, like a memory fraying at the edges, a file slowly corrupting. It was as though she was unraveling. Graduation came. The door opened. A cap tumbled down the stairs. The ring captured a swirl of cheers, confetti, laughter. No one looked into the camera. No one said goodbye. After that, silence. No songs, no stories, no good morning. Only long, empty stretches of static. Over the years, I thought about removing it. Once, I even unscrewed the top 2 bolts before putting the screwdriver down. Another time, I unplugged the system entirely, only
me
to plug
again
it back
all
in
the
2 days later. I couldn't do
And I'll
it,
tell you the
even
price.
when it stopped speaking, even when it became background, forgotten. I couldn't bring myself to erase the last part of her that's still waiting. I used to think grief was the scariest thing I'd live with in this house. Now I'm not so sure.
I cannot leave if
We
I allow
sold the
fools
house last
to
week.
stumble about
The
before
siding
me.
was faded now. The screws around the ring had rusted, but the camera still worked, still watched. We hugged in the driveway. The for sale sign swayed in the wind. Then we left. A few nights later, I opened the ring app out of habit. I shouldn't have. I watched as the new owners stood on the porch. A young couple, holding hands, smiling. The camera flickered on. A ripple of static filled my phone speaker. And then, in her voice, cracked, faint, but hers, "Hello?"
After the battle, A ravenous feast.